Good day, grade 6. We see each other again. And today we're going to discuss about building your body for a better you. So we have here objective, demonstrate self-management skills. So are you ready to listen so that you can be able to understand? And after the discussion, you can be able to demonstrate what are the different self-management skills. Okay, so let's start. So building your body for a better you. So you need to eat nutritious foods, drink nutritious juices so that you can be a healthy child. As you can see in the picture. So take note, to become healthy, we need to eat also nutritious foods. So we have here a simple activity. You can write your answer in your sheet of paper. First question, which of the following do you practice? Your answer must be always, sometimes, seldom, never. So number 1, eat a healthy diet. So you practice it always, sometimes, seldom, or never. Okay, you may write your answer. Number 2, observe good hygiene. You practice it always, sometimes, seldom, never. Write your answer. Number 3, do exercises to be fit. So do you practice it always, sometimes, seldom, never? Number 4, get enough rest. Always, sometimes, seldom, never. And number 5, maintain proper posture. So do you practice it always, sometimes, seldom, never? Okay, now take note of your answers. If your answer from number 1 to number 5 is always, meaning to say you are a healthy child. Okay? So thumbs up for those who got the correct response. And thank you for your active participations. Okay, so when we talk a healthy, balanced diet contributes to a person's well-being. So consider this question. What are some things you can do to maintain or achieve good health? So you can maintain or achieve good health by observing proper nutrition, proper hygiene, oral care, regular physical activity, enough rest and sleep, and good posture. And also, these are the self-management skills that you're going to take note in order to be or build rather a healthy body and a better person. What is self-management skills? So as you can see, self-discipline is the key to managing your health. It is also through proper nutrition. As I mentioned a while ago, good hygiene, regular exercise, sufficient sleep and rest, as well as proper posture. Okay, take note of that. When we talk about proper nutrition, you have long learned that an essential key to good health is having a healthy, nutritious diet. Certain food are rich in specific nutrients, while some are not healthy at all. You should know how to eat the right kinds of food in moderation. So please follow proper nutrition as always. In your book on page 343, you can see a recommended dietary daily allowance for children like you. So you need to follow this so that as you grow up, you need to make sure that you get the right amount of nutrients from eating a healthy diet and practicing healthful eating habits. If a person feels sickly, weak, and unable to do physical activities, he or she may not be getting the nutrition and energy the body requires to be able to do daily activities. So be sure to regularly consume food that build their muscles, give energy, and provide vitamins and minerals to the body. Next, let's talk about proper hygiene. Good personal hygiene helps protect you from catching and spreading diseases caused by germs like fungi and bacteria. Good hygiene means maintaining personal cleaning habits like taking a bath, brushing and flossing the teeth, trimming the nails, changing clothes, and frequent hand washing, especially nowadays that we are experiencing a deadly virus, which is called COVID-19. So we need to have or practice frequent hand washing and also social or physical distancing. Good personal hygiene also involves preventing disease-causing germs from spreading through the contamination of food items and personal belongings. Aside from frequent hand washing, this can be done by covering your nose and mouth when sneezing or coughing. Next, let's talk about regular physical activities. Physical activities involve exercise, active sports, and other activities that work your muscles like dancing, riding a bicycle, gardening, and others. You need to engage in regular physical activities to stay fit and strengthen your bones and muscles. You know what? Grade 6, engaging in physical activities facilitates the circulation of blood and oxygen in the body, the excretion of toxins by sweating, and the strengthening of cardiac and lung muscles. Being active decreases the risk of cardiovascular diseases and improves your endurance, balance, and agility. Please take note of that. Next, let's talk about having enough rest and have a quality sleep. Your body is composed of different parts with specific functions. These parts work together in order for you to do your tasks every day. After some time, your muscles get tired and require a number of hours of rest in order to recharge from fatigue or any injury before it can be. So it can be ready for another day of activities. Normally, your body requires an average of 8 hours, 8 hours of sleep every night. But you may also take short naps and rest throughout the day, depending on how much or how strenuous your activities are. When you rest, grade 6, you feel good and do not easily feel irritated. When you get enough rest, your mind is clear and you can keenly and quickly react to urgent situations. A rested mind is able to process mental activities more effectively. A well-rested body, remember this, grade 6, is energized and ready to take on new physical activities. Next, let's talk about good posture. Having good posture contributes not only to your well-being, but to the overall impression you project to others as well. Maintaining good posture when sitting, standing, or walking maintains the alignment of your body parts, which in turn lets your organs work properly. Why? Because of this, your breathing and other bodily functions are improved. Moreover, proper posture creates a good impression and makes you look strong and confident. Bad posture, remember, on the other hand, causes head, neck, and shoulder pain and can aggravate spine conditions like scoliosis and lordosis. So avoid that. It is not hard to practice good posture. Just maintain a straight back and prop up your neck so your head and shoulders do not drop forward. Some exercises like yoga, tai chi, and dancing can help you achieve good posture. Remember grade 6, the different ways on how you can be able to build your body so that you can be able to maintain a healthy and strong body so that you can be able to perform your task as good as you want to be. So remember the following terms: toxins. These are substances that can be poisonous or very harmful to humans. So we should avoid this. And also another points to remember, we have here the word halitosis. This is refers to bad breath. So we need to have proper oral hygiene to avoid this. Then what do you mean by the word flossing? A while ago, I mentioned that. When we talk about floss or flossing, it is a method of cleaning in between the teeth using dental floss. So those are the different things that we should consider, and I hope you are going to practice grade 6, the different um, what you call this, self-management skills in order you to become a better person or a healthy person. So always remember to have proper nutrition, proper hygiene, regular physical activities, enough rest and quality sleep, good posture all the time. So that's it for our lesson in health. See you next meeting. Goodbye and God bless.